Hello again, and welcome to my channel. I want to welcome you, and straight to the point. I just want to share one of my experiences being in the UK. As an immigrant, I believe as immigrants, wherever you find yourself in America, in the UK, in Canada, Australia, everywhere really, there's this issue of immigration. So the issue of immigration can be very expensive and very stressful, especially in the UK. It can be very stressful from my experience. Whichever country you're listening from, just give a comment onto the comment section, just to tell us or to tell us how it is in your country. So this video is not scripted. This is like pure organic, no script, but that's like my life experience. So for my experience of so it started when it was like 2018. uh, I was just coming from a job, and I was doing freelance, and my the employer or the agency, they called me and they said that I wasn't going to discontinue me, like stop me from working with them, because my visa had expired. And even though I had tried to explain to them that I was in the process of getting it sorted out of renewal, but still they just insisted that they couldn't continue with me, which on their side I kind of understand. You want to employ someone that their status are valid, and just themselves trying to take care of their company, not to just so then their license doesn't get taken or anything. So on their side, I understand what they were, or their point. Uh, when I got my, but to say on their side, finally when I got my documents sorted out, they took me back, which is good. So what I'm trying to say is, it's good to stay valid, whichever country you are, to be valid in the country, to make sure that your documents are correct, everything is correct, and you're not being making sure that your documents are. So back to my guys, I don't know how to tell stories. Let me go back to what I was saying. So on that day, I had shifts booked prior, like I had shift books ahead, and that day I was on a bus and just call saying that, oh, unfortunately, the next coming jobs, we will have to allocate someone else to do them. So this is something that really made me, I was like upset, and being that I was in the middle of getting that sorted and hoping that they will understand. And so it became a very long process for me, which comes to the point where I want to say that it took me like waiting for the home office for like 9 months. Like you cannot do anything. It's like you're being in the prison. It's com- it's it's compared to being in prison. Actually, I would say most people that have gone through that stage says that it feels like being in prison, even though you can go out, like, but the thing is you cannot travel, you cannot apply for jobs. Even if you applied for jobs, and no one will, if you go for the interview, they will ask you for that document, and if your document is not valid, you can't get a job, as simple as. So within those 9 months, it was a very long time. Remember, you have bills that you have to pay, but I thank God on my side, because uh, I was living with my family. They were able to cater for some bills, and that was really helpful for me. I'm just, I don't know how it can be so hard if you're just on by yourself, or people are depending on you. Um, uh, I thank God, because I didn't have, like, wasn't married, didn't have children. I was just me and myself and my mom and my brother. So I will say that it can be very, very stressful period of time waiting for the home office. Like home office, if you have to wait for them, like you have to be patient, and you're waiting and you're anxious. You don't know what they're going to say. Like it was back and forth. Like you send the application, they reject it, or they want more documents. So sometimes it becomes a very long thing that uh, I know people that give us comments. Like if you can leave a comment, your experience with the home office, how it can be very long. It was a 9 months of waiting and waiting in the house. Like when you're going to work, you just want to be in the house. Sometimes you just say, "I want to need a holiday," but when you cannot go to work and you're in the house, it can be very, very tiresome. Uh, and for example, you could say. Well, I took on some courses on the side. I was like reading, so it gave me time also to maybe to go to the gym, do more exercise, go going to the gym, more exercise, learn more cooking skills, things like that. Like during that period, if you're going through this period, you can get things like develop some skills, get some courses online, maybe some free courses, because at that point maybe you don't want to be spending so much money, like because you have to spend on your visa application, you have to spend on your bills. So that time was a very long time for me. 9 months of waiting for the home office to return back to you. Finally, managed the application managed to be completed, and everything went on well. And even my solicitor like uh, called to even pray with us so that the thing can go through. So if you have a solicitor that is so helpful in that way. So yeah, that was a very long period, and very can be very stressful. And like I was saying, if you have a solicitor that is helpful like that, and also she was very helpful in a way that she actually posted the application to the home office before we made a payment. That was really helpful. So if you're going through the same situation, I just say that just pray. God can help you, and just have a positive mindset. Don't things will turn out in a bad way. This is my story, and maybe there's some of you, if you're watching and you can relate to what I'm saying. Maybe you can just give a comment, and so then we can also learn from your experience, or hear what you experienced. So I just want to thank you for listening to my story. I know it's not long story because I don't want to make this video very long, but I can say that everything is fine now, and if you just be patient and pray, ask God to help you, and just hope for the best. You know. So sometimes these things happen, like you're in abroad. That's why I will always say things like this when they happen. If you have things that if things become very bad, that the home office, God forbid, if the home office was to say, oh, you cannot be in this country anymore, you have to go back to your country. So that's why I advocate for people to invest in the motherland, invest in Africa, invest in whichever country you're coming from. So then these situations, when they happen and you feel like, I wish I was just back at home, because if you have like investments back in Africa and you face things like this, then it is easy for you to make that decision to maybe relocate if you feel like your mental health is becoming, you want to give a priority to your mental health, because some of these immigration issues can be very, very, can take so long. Some of them can go for 2 years, 5 years, and you can become so tired because also they hold on to your passport and you cannot travel. They tell you not to, you cannot go anywhere. It's like you're in prison, you can't do anything. So that's why I advocate for everyone to invest in Africa, have something going on in Africa, travel back in Africa at least maybe once a year. Have a backup plan. We came to the diaspora not to be comfortable. We came to find opportunities, and we found the opportunities, but we shouldn't be comfortable. We should think about going back and developing Africa, showing showing even our children our where they come from, because sometimes we can be so lost in the diaspora and we don't show the children where they come from, where their parents are from, and they won't like go back even to, because if we expose them, if they become exposed, they will fall in love with Africa. So thank you for watching my video. Please do share, subscribe, and like, so then YouTube can recommend this video more to other people as well, who might want to hear my story, and to know that there's always a way out and that God is with us. So thank you for listening, and God bless.